So, Lori, thank you for joining us. And I'm thrilled to talk to you about MENTORSTARK. Can you please start with why and how and all of those informational pieces that you can offer for us?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for spotlighting our program. Big picture, Mentor Stark is all about advancing the mentoring movement in Stark County. We really need trusted adults to be stepping up for young people. And so the first step is that we just have a website, mentorstark.org, where people can go and find all of the mentoring opportunities that are available in the community. So programs like Legacy and Hannah's House and Be a Better Me, everybody's looking for adult volunteers and ways to expose the youth that they work with to new people and new experiences. So that's kind of the first step. And we know that young people with mentors have much greater exposure to new experiences. They have usually much greater academic success. It's a big preventive factor for young people, and so mentoring is just a very important thing. And so that's the onus for Mentor Stark.
The coalition building, the organizations that you have kind of under your umbrella. How many do you have?
So on the website, and it's real important to understand that it's a loose-based coalition. So they're not under Mentor Stark. Everybody's recruiting their own mentors. They have their own application processes, their own funding, and things of that nature. But we're all just trying to see how can we come together to work more collaboratively. Maybe start tracking some individual, impact things together that we can then use to get some outside funding. But we have about 40 some programs on the website right now. And basically, anytime I find anybody that's interested in doing mentoring or, talks about starting a program, I try to make sure that I'm reaching out to them, making them understand that there are best practices in mentoring that come out of Mentor National, which is in Boston and kind of the big organization that advances the whole mentoring movement across the country. So it's all about, really, again, growing the mentoring movement, elevating our practices to make sure that we are doing best practices and working together in partnership and collaboration so that, every young person has somebody that they feel connected to.
And with the name, I would imagine that those 40 organizations are in Stark County.
Yes, correct. They are all in Stark County. We actually have somebody from Wayne County that's participating in our meetings just because they appreciate the opportunity for collaboration and just different things that the program leaders run up against. But yes, they all are Stark County organizations and have mentoring practices in Stark County.
But you also have another component of your program. Will you speak to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's called the MENTORSTARK Opportunity Club. And, what I kind of identified as a mentor in this community myself is that when kids sometimes hit 15 or 16, the mentoring opportunities often go away. Enrichment keeps going till 18, but many of the programs that we have right now are geared toward middle school or maybe geared toward early high school. And what young people need between 15 and 27 is this opportunity to build connections and to do career exploration and actually build what's called social capital. We know nationwide who really matters. Job opportunities, I think they say like 60% of job opportunities come from somebody that you knew. And that's even more important in our community. We have a very small, tight-knit community, and who does matter in this communities. The idea is even for young people to feed out of the other programs that they're part of, all the programs that are on the Mentor Start site, and be able to feed into this opportunity club where they're continuing to grow from what they've done in their earlier programs. They're building so many social emotional skills and relationship skills in the programs that they're in. And if we can keep leveraging that to then help them start to see the different job openings that are out there, meet people that work within these companies, build connections, it's just going to help our retention. It's going to help with our brain drain issues. It's going to help them feel more connected and that they really do have a community that cares about them and where they can, build a happy, productive life.
What's the key to success? And you said it's connection. And I say this all the time. I tell my kids, it's all about who you know. Get out there and network, know as many people as possible because it'll help you later, whether you realize it now or not. Um, So then how can you become a mentor? If somebody is listening and this is speaking to them and they've always wanted to, be an influence in a young adult's life.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm starting to take mentor applications for the Opportunity Club, but then also, as I said, all of these different programs on the MentorStark site are actively recruiting mentors. So there's so many different ways to get involved with young people in this community that can fit your comfort level, your schedule, and that kind of stuff. So the first step would be for them to go to that website. For the Opportunity Club, I am specifically really looking for some good business partnerships right now of people that are interested in hosting job shadows and helping young people understand careers and opportunities available within their company, but also who are willing to identify employees within the company that are willing to be those mentors, that are willing to go through our application, screening, training, background check process, all of that. And I'm not looking for one-on-one kind of mentoring. I'm looking for people that are willing to be part of the web of support of a lot of young people. So you might at one point, host a job shadow for one person and then another time do an information interview with another person. So it's not a deep level mentoring. It's more of a career exploration show, just again, like, share your own career journey and the things you've learned in your career with multiple young people. And then also being willing to extend your own social capital. So if you meet with a young person and you say, wow, it'd be really cool if they knew this person, hook me up with them so I can start, helping them build out their web. So that's really what I'm looking for right now.
Right. And that sounds pretty unique, is it, for a program here in Stark County?
It is. It's not only unique for a program here in Stark County, but it's actually unique at the national level. And what's been really exciting to me is, I've been passionate about this for about 10 years, and I see at the national level, they're starting to catch up to this, and they're starting to understand that mentoring can look a lot of different ways. And this social capital building part of mentoring, which means you don't have the risk, and a lot of people are afraid. They don't think they have the skills to be a mentor that shows up once a week and is there for an hour and really dealing with some of the deep things that somebody might be going through. What I want to do is, us as a program, we'll deal with the deep things. If there's a young person going through it, we've got all the social service connections and all that kind of stuff. I just want you to be, part of their broader connections that are, continuing what they call like bridging social capital, continuing to help young people see opportunities that exist for their lives. And so it is unique. It's based on some really interesting research that's coming out of Harvard, that's coming out of America's Promise Alliance, and so I'm excited that we're doing it in Stark County.
Wonderful. How many young adults do you have in your Opportunity Club?
Well, right now we're just getting launched. So within my, website, I'm probably working with 10 to 12 right now, but I've been doing this for 10 years. So in my broader network, I'm working with 30 to 40 young people that are all at different points. A lot of them are working, they're buying houses, so and again, I just exist in a lot of different places on their web of support. So I might be somebody that's the job reference for them or apartment reference for them, or if they need kind of deeper dive things, I'm helping them get rental assistance, tap into that program that's out there. Um, so I'm growing it, and I'm really excited for what can happen in the future.
And you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart. Is that great?
Well,
All this time and energy right
well,
now.
I mean, I'm trying to build a sustainable nonprofit. So I literally just created the nonprofit in February, applied for tax exempt status and all that kind of stuff. Have a great board, which has been extremely helpful and is really kind of helping me move to the next step. So ultimately, this is filling a gap that needs to be filled in this community. And I've seen it in the 10 years that I've been here. And so, I'm trying to work with all the different foundations and just do things the right way. And I always say I serve as mortar. So there's so many amazing things that have been built between strengthening Stark and what Stark Community Foundation is doing and all the different initiatives that are out there. And but people still aren't connected to them. And so that's what I try to be, is just kind of mortar in between everything. And um, so I'm excited to be able to use my nonprofit to leverage what we're really building in this community.
Can you go ahead and give that website again?
Yep, it's www.mentorstark.org. And there's a how can we help form, and just fill out your information on there, a way that you'd like to get involved, and give me a little bit of details, and I'll get right back to you.